now because there is nothing he could do.
Oh, please, I've got to talk to someone.
You can talk to me if you're prepared to start telling the truth.
Oh, but I am. I couldn't have heard her like that.
We have given you every opportunity to prove your self-reform. Dr. Weissman has been professionally compromised because you chose to ignore that opportunity. Do you understand?
Yes,
One of my best officers has been brutally attacked and come very close to losing her life.
I didn't do it!
Now listen to me, Keen. You are going to have to learn, like everyone else, that you'll have to accept responsibility for your own actions.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right, pal. Pippa and Jen have gone on ahead. We'll meet them there.
Right.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Things on the mind, eh? Well, cheer up. You had to drop the case. It was moral obligation.
I didn't.
What? You're still representing him? Mate, you said you'd call the police. You have to. You're finished if you don't. David, you are my friend. Listen to me, please. I'm just worried to see you tearing yourself apart over this woman. I'm not the only one to notice. Ever since you met Eve Wilder, your whole attitude's changed to everything. Your work, your career is just falling to pieces. And you're not even trying to find a way out.
Yeah. I have changed. The whole situation's got totally out of hand. Oh, God.
Can I help you?
I want to see the governor.
You got an appointment? Beach?
Yes, I want to see the governor.
Stay right where you are.
I see. All right, let her through. Oh, and Bob, there'll be an all-staff memo later. She's been pardoned. She's not an escaped prisoner.
Are you happy now she's dead? Is that what you wanted? Willie? Is that what you were hoping for? That neither of us would come out of this alive?
Willie, what are you talking about?
I knew how dangerous it was, but you talked her into it.
Willie, please calm down and we'll talk
Rot
about
for
it.
years in prison if we didn't go along with the plan. Well, what choice did we have? But May knew. She just knew.
I didn't mean you. It was always your decision to make, yours and me.
We're as upset about this as you are, Willie.
How can you be? She wasn't your friend. You didn't see her wiped out in front of your eyes.
I just didn't want you to miss the opportunity. I thought the police could handle it.
She never would have agreed to it if you hadn't carried on about the police being there all the time. At all times, your exact words. You sent her out to be killed. You murdered her, just as if you'd pulled the trigger yourself.
Control yourself, Beecham. You're
Perhaps
upset.
a cup of tea, Mrs. Morris.
Okay.
I might pick some flowers and give them to Mrs. Barry.
That'd be nice, Daphne. Oh, yeah, that'd be real nice, Daph. What a bloody use that'd be. Drop dead Kelly. Well, if anyone was going to do something useful, they'd get the bitch who put her in hospital in the first place.
Reb's in the pound, didn't you know?
So?
So when she gets out, we'll have a score to settle.
Oh, yeah, what are you going to do? Give her extra cleaning duties? You know, the trouble with you is you got no imagination.
You got a better idea?
You'll see. Now I'm top dog, we'll get a few things done. Rather than just sitting around talking about them.
What was the matter?
Hey, Miss Ferguson.
What is it, Kelly?
Any news about Mrs. Barry?
No change. Why are you so interested?
Well, the women think a lot of her. She's all right. But I suppose she'll be a vegetable if she pulls through, eh?
I can't see you losing any sleep over that.
Oh, fair go. I don't like to see it happen to anyone. Especially because of that nutcase Reb.
Oh?
Yeah, the bitch. Geez, I'd like 5 minutes alone with her. But it's a bit hard, seeing as she's up in solitary and me not being on trade duty and all. You know, it's...
Sounds to me like you're asking for favours, Kelly.
Oh, no, Miss Ferguson, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I think you would, Kelly. And I think you should get extra duty as punishment. Lunchtime trade duty.
Thanks, Miss Ferguson.
Don't thank me, Kelly. You don't get anything for nothing.
You know your pardon's through.
And the money. Not much use if you've no one to share it with. Mrs. Reynolds, I'd like to see Nora.
Oh, I don't think...
Please, I need a friend, someone I can talk to.
I suppose... Mrs. Reynolds, can I see you for a moment? Do you think that's wise?
She needs someone, Meg.
I don't think Nora would talk to the other women if we ask her not to. She's responsible.
They were so close to me.
Perhaps you're right.
Apart from that, the whole operation is supposed to be kept secret. Her attitude towards you is appalling. I mean, we'd be in a lot of trouble if she passes that on to the women.
Yes.
I've spoken to Inspector Gordon. He's sending Tom Harley around to collect her. The sooner we get her out of here, the better.
I know. Willie, I'm afraid I can't let you see Nora today. I think we should speak to Inspector Gordon first.
I need my friends, not the damn police.
I think it's best for the time being. I'm sorry.
Tom Harley's coming around to drive you back into the city. He'll be here in about 15 minutes.
You can stay here.
I'm not going anywhere with him. How do I know I can trust him?
I think you're being...
You're trying to sweep it all under the carpet, aren't you? You and the police. You had it all planned between you, didn't you? And it didn't quite work out. I didn't get killed.
Oh, control yourself.
You can't keep me here. I'm not a prisoner anymore, and I want to leave.
Take her out, please.
Why should I keep my mouth shut just to save her, Nick? I want to talk to Nora!
Mrs. Slattery, take Miss Beecham to the front gate.
What the hell's going on? First she escapes and now
The
you
governor
want
will explain later.
Perhaps you'll let me speak to Julie.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed to speak to any of the women at the moment. Just take her to the front gates, will you? I'll look after the cabins.
But the women are already outside on
Mrs.
recreation.
Look at that great, big, wide, wonderful sky. Oh, I'd give anything for a run on my 74 today. Oh. What's the matter, Dad? You're a bit jumpy today.
Oh, she's expecting the verdict on her appeal this hour, you know.
Yeah, they said sometime today. I thought I heard Slattery say they'd be giving you another 20 years.
Don't take any notice of her, Daphne. She's only pulling your leg.
Hey, it can't be.
It's Willie.
Willie! We were supposed to go free! The police have made us set it all up!
They were doing.
May's dead! It's all Reynolds' fault!
You heard what I said. Is that true, what she said? Mind your own business. Move it.
I'd still be alive today! Reynolds tricked us!
Move it! Well, I tried to get her to stay here and wait for you, but she kept insisting she was a free woman.
Yeah, you'd have to let her go.
She was in a very emotional state.
I can imagine she's, well, she's very frightened, and without May, I don't think...
What's going to happen to her?
Oh, don't worry. We'll help her as best we can.
Is there anything we can do?
Mrs. Reynolds, she's, upset about the accusations?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, well, I'll better go and see if I can find Willie. She can't have gotten far.
Well, let us know what happens.
Sure.
It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You reckon it's true?
Of course it's true. Willie wouldn't make up a story like that.
I wonder what happened.
We'll probably never know the full story now.
Yeah, well, whatever happened, Reno talked him into it. Yeah, so much for her being concerned about us lot in here.
Cops, screws. Don't give a monkeys for anyone on this side of the bars.
I reckon someone ought to front the governor and find out the full story.
Yeah.